Turning now to a big story we're following tonight. Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin is leaving UW-Madison to serve as Columbia University's next president. WMTV confirmed this information with the universities of Wisconsin within the last few hours. Mnuchin was welcomed to the UW-Madison campus as chancellor in 2022, serving as the 30th leader in the university's history. Universities of Wisconsin President Jay Rothman released a statement tonight on her departure, writing, quote, "During her tenure, Chancellor Jennifer Mnuchin brought unbounded energy, resilience, and deeply thoughtful leadership to this great university," end quote. Chancellor Mnuchin also gave a statement on her time at UW-Madison, calling the experience, quote, life-changing. She writes in part, quote, "It has been a true honor to be part of the Wisconsin family. I am proud of what we have accomplished together, even in a challenging period for higher education. And I know great possibilities lie ahead for the UW-Madison campus community," end quote. Chancellor Mnuchin will remain in her role through the UW-Madison spring commencement. Rothman says he will appoint an interim leader soon and that a search for a replacement will begin later this year.